You should not listen to this with small children around. It may lead to trauma, and I cannot be held responsible for any therapy that may be needed. Listening discretion is advised.
From day one, you fought for your life, and you blew everyone away.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome back. I'm Jesse,
I'm Alisha.
and we are changing the chances.
Still are. Nothing's changed there. I know, that wasn't funny.
What are you talking about? It's a roller coaster of change. That's all that is consistent is change.
It is. It's very true.
Quite honestly. That's,
Only constant in the world
Yeah, it is.
is
The
change.
Only constant is change.
I know. Anyways, today...
Even if it stays the same for a million years, and on million one, something changes just a smidge. There's a change.
You good?
Yep.
Oh, goodness. Anyways, this is going to be a rough one, I think. and oh! Can you go help her? Oh, we really have to come up with a better setup for this toy situation because she has pulled it over onto her again. I mean, she thinks it's hilarious. It's not hurting her. But then we have to fix it. So I guess it's more of a pain for us than for her. But anyways, we're gonna try and move forward with this podcast. We're just talking about onward, upward, forward.
Try forward.
We're just kind of talking about family, like me and Jesse, our tiny family, and maybe just talk about, expand it into like my parents and my side of the family, maybe his side of the family. We'll see how much time we have because you know how we are. We're just flying by the seat of our pants and seeing where we go with this.
It's very true. We could fly through it and hit all of our little PowerPoints, or
I know. Or we could get stuck on the first two.
find a squirrel running across somewhere.
Yeah. That feels
Squirrel.
very realistic.
Hi, my name is Duck.
I was totally just going to say that. Ugh, we just watched Up. Oh, good
I
stuff.
do not like the cone of shame. You are my master.
Okay. Reel it in. I love you. Reel it in, buddy. Wow, we're really going to struggle today. Struggle bus, here we come. Anyways, so first of all, I thought we'd just talk about our family. Me, you, Piper, our animals. The family that we have created for ourselves. Currently...
Does that include the struggle bus?
I mean, we are on it.
I was going to say, I feel like you're bus shaming.
I am not.
I'm like, because that's all we got, baby, is the struggle bus. Don't bus shame us, because that's all we got.
Anyway, so currently our family consists of me, you, Piper, our cat Percy, and our dog Sammy. Before we had kids, it was me, Jesse, and we had 2 cats.
We did. Yep.
Jesse brought these cats home to me because I love cats. And my last one died before I moved out of my parents' house.
It was really sad.
It was very sad.
It was really sad.
And his mom's cat had kittens, and he was like, I'm going to give you 2 cats. Just to clarify, I told him not to do it. I didn't want them.
She's like, I don't want any more animals. I don't want another cat.
I don't want to do this. And we ended up with 2 of them.
In my defense, even though it really isn't one, I was really drunk.
It's not.
But they were really cute kittens.
And they were cute.
They were
cats.
so
We brought them
cute.
home. They were brother and sister. They looked completely different. Different temperaments, different everything.
Oh, 100%.
Zoe was the girl. She was a calico, and she was so lovey. She would be best friends with anybody. So lovey.
Like, yeah. You
Percy,
were instantly best friends with her. All you had to do was walk through the door.
Yeah. Percy's the brother, and he's a completely straight gray cat, and he didn't care who you were. Don't look at me, don't touch me, don't talk to me, else I will claw your face off. He was super antisocial.
So, that being said, the night that I picked him, I was very drunk.
Yes. Yes,
very,
he was.
very drunk. Like, he really didn't even come out to see my mom. He, all the rest of the kittens, when my mom would go downstairs to check on her cat and all the kittens, like they'd all come out to her and want to play with her and stuff. And Percy didn't. He didn't give a shit. He didn't care. He didn't like anybody. But for whatever reason, that night I got drunk and he came out and crawled up onto my chest and just hung out. And I'm like, that's it. You're my cat.
Yep. And by his cat, he means my cat.
It's true. But
because he did love me.
Yeah.
That was the only night he let you do that.
Yeah. I'm like, that's the only time I've ever been able to pick him up.
Yeah.
Ever.
But I'm a cat person and cats know that.
No.
So we got pregnant. You know, cats are always iffy with babies. It's a whole thing. So from day one, we automatically made what was going to be our kids' room off limit to the cats. We didn't lock them out. We just made it very well known they were not allowed to be on their stuff. They were not allowed on in their cribs.
That was now off limits. That area was now off limits. You guys can go anywhere else you want. That's fine. That room's off limits.
And actually, they were very good about stuff
like
that.
Yeah, they were.
So, you know, as you know, if you've been around, we didn't get to bring Caleb home, not in the traditional sense, just Piper. So I slept out on the couch with Piper in the bassinet next to me.
You are getting so ahead of yourself.
Why? What else do you want to talk about?
Well,
before that.
How, like, they got both of them before Zoe passed away.
Well, and that was after Piper was home.
They both loved on you so much. Like, they could tell.
Like when I was pregnant?
Yeah, they could tell you were pregnant. Like, they were just so lovey with you and would, like, lay on your lap and your stomach. And
I think it's an animal thing.
I think so, because they knew. Yeah. They knew you were pregnant. Like, they were super lovey with you. Yeah. But they also knew something was up, too, when we brought Piper home.
Yeah. Well, you know, because we were gone and it was a lot.
I'm pretty sure they knew there was two in there. They can sense that stuff.
Yeah. Like, well, animals are...
They're super attuned to stuff like that.
So when we brought Piper home, I slept on the couch. I mostly slept on the couch because I had a C-section and getting up out of the bed was too hard for the first little bit.
Yeah, I remember that now. I was going to say, why did you sleep on the couch? Because of your C-section.
For that reason, right. Yeah. And I was worried about Zoe because she's so lovey and wants to just be everybody's best friend.
Oh, yeah. Because she would crawl on your face in the middle of the night.
Not my face, but like... She'd crawl up on my chest and, yeah.
Like, lay and, like, look at you.
Yeah.
Like, her face looking at your face. Like,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. She was super, super lovey. But no, neither of them never... They never always, crossed the lines that they should not cross.
They never swatted at Piper. They never,
Yeah, they never crawled up in her bed.
They were genuinely curious, and they never crossed any kind of lines or anything. Like, they were always really good. Percy really didn't give two shits.
Well, yeah, because he didn't like people.
He didn't like people. So he was just like, great, another human to avoid. Whatever. Like, he didn't care. Zoe, though... She was like, what's going on? Another human. You can love me too.
And she did. She would lay by Piper. Yep. She loved her.
She was great.
Because again, human. She
just wanted to be next to somebody. And that was all she wanted.
It was very cute.
But unfortunately, Zoe got really sick.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't even notice. Like, because she had so much fur. And they're alley cats. Because she was a calico and Percy's, he looks like a Russian blue, but he's not.
They ain't little cats.
But no, they were both big. Percy's probably about 20 pounds. I'm going to say Zoe, before she got sick, was probably about 20 pounds. But Zoe got really sick and we didn't even know.
Mm-mm.
Like, your brother came over and picked her up and was like, what this shit is going on here? Like, why is she so skinny? And we're like, what are you talking about? She's huge. And you went over and like grabbed her or something and you're like, oh my God, she's so skinny.
So skinny. Yeah, she had stopped eating and wasn't doing well and found out she had cancer. And
she had a bunch of really big masses.
We only had about a month after we found out she had cancer with her before we had to say goodbye and put her down. And that was awful.
Horrible.
Because,
nobody wants to do
for
that.
us, pets are family. And
because what was she? She was about, 5?
5, yeah.
Which is super young for a cat, in my opinion, considering they can live 18, 20 years.
So after that happened, I think Percy got super lonely because he didn't have a friend anymore. So he actually started to become more social. He's definitely not
Oh,
as
he's no
social
social
as-
butterfly by any
No.
means. Fuck no.
But he definitely comes out and wants to sit with you and have attention and
On his terms.
100%. Yeah.
He's very, very like, love me. Let me rub up against your leg. And then you go to pet him and he like hisses at you. And it's like,
But
well, what the shit, dude?
For how terrible of a temperament he has, he's always been good with Piper.
Oh, yep.
He'll lay next to her, and if she like rolls over and accidentally hits him because she can't control everything, he just gets up and he moves and walks away.
And I think it's because he's smart. Him and Zoe both very smart.
Mm-hmm.
I think he knows too that that's all he's got to do.
Yeah.
Piper's not chasing him down anyway.
Yeah, I just have to get out of your way.
All I have to do is get out of the vicinity, and you can't go very far.
Mhm.
So
And
he does. He
and
just
it's
gets
great.
up, and
So-
and then there's days where he'll come right up to Piper and sit right next to her,
Mhm.
and like you can pick up her hand and look, here's the kitty, here's Percy, and he'll just sit there and let Piper pet him,
Yeah.
which is great.
Mm-hmm.
But when he's done, he gets up and he walks away.
And he walks away.
He's done.
Yep.
And just simple as that.
And that's acceptable.
100%.
Totally
Why not?
acceptable.
Yeah. Zoe would have been like up in her shit, man, all the time. You know what I think of Velvet.
Oh man, we'll get to Velvet. Yeah, keep that on the back burner. Oh, Velvet. Yeah, so we just had Percy for a while.
Alisha tried to get him a friend. In our defense, Alisha tried to get him a friend, and we feared for this friend's life.
Oh, I didn't try to get him a friend. Somebody couldn't keep a kitten, and I didn't want her to take it to the pound, so I brought it home, and I thought Percy was going to eat this thing alive, so we found a different home for it.
Because honestly, this kitten was super cute. Really cute kitten.
Oh, yeah.
And I wasn't
so
opposed.
cute.
I wasn't opposed to having another one because I just figured maybe it would, maybe it would help Percy. Oh no, he hated us for like a week or two.
Oh, I had
He
to
shunned
keep-
us. He fucking shunned us.
I know. I cried.
Straight up shunned us for like a week. But yeah, I thought he was going to kill this little kitten.
Yeah.
Just all the hair on his
Oh,
back
it
standing
was
up
not
and
good.
that deep just. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh God, he's going to kill this thing. Like, are you kidding me? Oh, sweet
So,
Jesus.
Yeah, there's no getting him a friend. He will not.
Now
allow
I
that.
think he's so damn old and ornery, it would just,
Yeah, no. No.
no way.
Not even a little bit.
Like, I think our new acquisition to the family is pushing his limits.
So it hasn't quite been a year, almost a year, but Jesse has wanted a dog for I don't know how long. Has wanted a dog.
I wanted
And he's
a dog
going to
for
say we
Piper.
got it for Piper, but he's wanted a dog before Piper. So this
It's
is
true.
not
It's
this
true.
is not all Piper.
No,
He
it's
wanted
not all
a dog.
Piper.
So I have an aunt who loves to rescue animals. She's great. So her and Jesse had talked, and so she was sending us animals constantly to look at.
I didn't even really talk. I had mentioned that it would be nice if we had a dog or something.
Yes,
Like,
to my aunt who rescues animals. I mean, he knows better. He's going to act like he doesn't know better, but he knows better.
I do know better. And I should have not said anything.
But she was sending us stuff all the time, and we came across Sammy. Sammy is her name, and she is a Chihuahua Terrier mix.
Yeah, some
like
kind
that.
of Chihuahua Terrier mix. Yeah.
Her owner passed away, and she's an older dog. She's like 11 or 12,
Yeah, she's about the same age as Percy. Percy's about 11 or 12.
and nobody wanted her because she's an older dog. Because everybody wants puppies.
Yeah, everybody just wants a female to
I
pump
did
puppies.
not want a puppy. Jesse tried once
Well,
to get a puppy, and
Yeah.
I was like, "Excuse
just
me,
so that we could
never gonna
maybe-
happen."
maybe a little bit more time out of him, but
No,
I don't want to deal with
'Cause
the
I would
puppy.
have to
You
train
don't want
it.
to deal with the puppy.
and I don't want to do that. So no, we got super lucky. Sammy, so we saved her from going to the pound because nobody else wanted her, and she is amazing. Honestly, she really is.
Her owner rescued her.
Mhm.
Come to find out, when we rescued her,
Yeah.
her owner's brother had her, couldn't keep her, did not have the ability to keep her, was trying to find a home
Mm-hmm.
before having to put her into the pound. And he told us same thing, like nobody wants her because she's old.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I said, well, I want her because she's old.
exactly, 100%. I don't, she still has her issues, and she still has accents and stuff, but she's a great dog.
She's a great dog. She's trained amazingly well.
Yeah. I'm like, she's very well mannered.
Yeah.
Great temperament.
Yeah. She's fantastic.
I mean, she's starting to pick up some bad habits going over to Graham's and Papa's house.
So my parents...
Hanging out with all the hooligans and ruffians.
Oh my gosh. So my parents have 2 Chihuahuas. And so we took Sammy over to meet them, which actually has turned out to be such a big blessing that we did not think about when we thought about a dog. Sometimes Piper goes to the hospital and she's there for a while, and we don't have a doggy door where we live, and there's just not a realistic way to put one in. So, you know, if we're gone all hours of the day, what do you do with a dog?
And we did not think that through.
We did not think that through.
Yeah. Which we found out pretty quickly because everybody that's on the show knows it's Piper's world.
Yes.
We found out really quickly because Piper had to do a stay up at the hospital, and your parents are awesome. She loves your parents. She goes nuts.
So she gets along with my parents' dogs to the best of their abilities. They're a little territorial, but they do okay. They have a doggy door. She loves my parents.
She gets along really well with your brother's dog too, doesn't she?
Max.
Yeah, she gets along pretty well with Petra.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think Sammy's just like, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even care. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
Because in our home, Percy's the asshole. He hisses. He swats at her. Like, even now, it's been almost a year. I've had cats and dogs growing up, and it usually only takes about 6 months. By the first year, somebody's given in.
And Sammy doesn't care either way.
Yeah, exactly. Sammy don't give a shit. Percy, though. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, Percy's just... He's so old and so territorial. It's just like, dude, get over it. She's sitting there. She's just sitting there. Stop hissing at her.
They can coexist together, but they're definitely not friends.
The only time they're on the same page is when it's breakfast and dinner time.
Yeah.
And then they can sit next to each other and be like, hello, look at me. Look, you right here. Eye contact. Look at me.
Yeah.
Feed me.
Yeah. It is. It's the only time they're on the same page.
It's the only time.
And the only time they'll sit next to each other.
Other than that, I mean, and it took Sammy a little while, but she started sticking up for herself. Like, Percy would swat at her.
Yeah, and she would fight back.
She'd kind of turn around and nip back at him. But it's like, dude, come on.
Luckily,
get over it.
they do okay. Like, they're fine. They coexist together, and it's fine.
They're very passive-aggressive to each other.
I mean, you know, they're not going to be best friends, but...
No, they're both too old.
So
they're both too set in their ways.
You know, that's our tiny family right now. So me, Jesse, Piper, the dog, and the cat. I'm happy with that. I do not need another living thing in this house.
No.
At all. So that kind of moves us on to just my family, like my side of the family. I have...
So much bigger than mine. So much.
So I have my parents, and I have 2 brothers. My oldest brother is married, and he has 2 kids. And then I have a younger brother who's gonna be married, and they have a dog, which my dog plays with.
Fur baby.
We have dog play dates. It's fantastic.
True. Sammy loves it.
I love it.
Loves it. I think your parents really enjoy it too.
They do.
I really do. I think
they
your
really
parents
do.
really enjoy it. You know, everybody over hanging out and all the dogs and just having a good time.
They do.
It'll be nice when it fucking warms up.
Oh, yes. I can't wait. So in case people don't know, Max is my younger brother and he does the podcast. I've mentioned him before. He's been around. That's who does this for us, which, you know, thank goodness, because I've wanted to do this, but I'm just not technically inclined enough.
Our boy Mad Mixer Max.
What? Do you like your new name over there, Maxwell? Oh, man. And then I have an older brother, Justin, like I said, and he's married and he has 2 kids, and he's actually been really good since Piper's come. He's babysat.
Oh, he loves pee.
In the early days, they babysat.
Yeah.
They don't so much now. But of course, they're super busy with their own kids and their own lives.
Yeah. Gosh, they're like down in St. George, out in Vernal, over.
Yeah,
Wendover.
their daughter does softball, and they coach softball, and so they're
she plays
just
softball
on the go all the time. But
which is great, good. You know, like I think that is so good for Ellie, and
it's great for them.
I am so proud of Ellie.
I think it's amazing.
Like, yeah. She's such a good kid.
She loves it. She's great at it.
Jay and Brooke have done so well with both those kids.
Yeah.
Like they're both so sweet.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, Ellie's a teenager now and she's a know-it-all and whatnot.
You know, That's just
We all
teenager,
were.
though.
Yep. I'm like, we all were.
But they did. They used to watch Piper for us. They were the ones we called when we wanted somebody to watch her late at night.
Because they live right down the street.
Yeah.
Legit, staggering distance.
So we could pick her up super late or super early, depending on however you want to look at it.
There was a few times.
And just bring
I'd
her
say
home.
it was very early.
Yeah. And he never complained. He just was like, whatever.
It's cool. She's passed out there in her crib.
Oh my
thing,
gosh.
like, whatever.
And you know, Brooke, his wife, was the one that was very good at Disneyland and Disney World, who just rocks everything and took us around and got all the stuff.
Oh yeah, she was like, nope, we're gonna go and get our fast passes and this, that, and the other, and
Yeah.
you follow me. I've got this handled. And it's like, get him, Brooke, get him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get him.
She's really good at that. Brooke is great. If you like need something done, or if you have a task, or you need to like, she can like
will
plan
set
it
you up
out
in
and like
an itinerary in like 5
Yeah.
minutes. Boom.
Yeah.
This is what we're doing
Yeah.
all day, 7 to 7. Here we go.
Yeah.
It's like, sweet. All I got to do is be there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit. Yeah. Let's
It's
go.
fantastic. I love that. She's great at that. She's a planner. I have some cousins live down the street.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
JJ and Dallas, and their sister used to live there, Sky.
Where's Sky at now? Is she at the dorm or did
No,
Yeah.
she lives in like
I can't remember.
Payson or something.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't remember.
I don't
that
know.
she-
I'm just throwing shit out there now. Something like that.
But she did. She was there with them for a little while.
Yeah, and they're all siblings. by the
Yeah.
way. JJ, Dallas, and Sky, they're all siblings, and they just live down the street. JJ's always been amazing. He's fantastic.
I'm so jealous of him right now.
Love JJ.
Down in warm, awesome
Mexico.
Mexico on beaches and tacos and beer and it sounds so wonderful. I'm so jealous, JJ.
By the time he listens to this, he'll probably be home.
I know.
He probably
So,
won't be in Mexico anymore.
That's fine.
But he's super awesome. Every time Piper has a flat tire in her wheelchair, I call him and he comes and he fixes it and takes care of it for me. He acts like he gets enjoyment out of it. So I'm going to keep letting him do it because I enjoy it.
Because I told you, I'm like, I can fix the flat. It's just like a tire.
I know,
on a
but you're
bike,
at work and
No,
he works from home and he just swings on by and does it and drops
There
it
you
off.
go.
And
There you
it's,
go.
it's
tire
awesome.
fix.
I get to see him, it's a good excuse to see him.
He's a great guy.
He has watched Piper.
Yeah.
He did come over and watch her once.
I think that was a little nerve wracking for him.
He did great.
He did. He
Just
did
hung
good.
out.
Yeah.
We just went out to dinner. He just had to sit with her. I mean, she's easy on an everyday
on
basis.
a-
She's very
on a
easy.
baseline, she's great. She's easy. She's the best snuggle buddy.
I know.
Like even just this morning. So she got up with the time difference, kind of threw her off.
So it was actually 4.
Yeah.
The time difference made it 5, but it was 4 o'clock this morning when
I'm
she woke
like,
up.
It sucked. So I got up and changed her and brought her back to bed with me. Alicia's over there getting ready for work and stuff, and I just changed her and brought her to bed with me, and she snuggled up to me like just total fetal position, curled up in on herself into me in my chest. Best snuggle buddy ever.
She is when she wants to be. Yeah.
Yep. She got comfortable. She got in her little place, and she probably hung out till probably 7:15. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, got a couple more hours of sleep out of her. I definitely went back to sleep because who wants to be up at that kind of ungodly hour? Like
I did not. I did not.
No.
But such is life. I have an Aunt Debbie who's amazing, and she came over and watched Piper a couple of times in the beginning for us because we were still on lockdown after we brought her home from the hospital and just had to get things done.
And Debbie and Uncle Wolf love Piper. They really do.
I just don't know how you don't love her.
It's true. I mean, now that they're grandparents too,
I know.
like their little family just grew with us getting a new cousin and stuff like that. But
So cute.
they love Piper, and Piper's new little cousin Aviana is just a doll.
I know, and she's gonna be 1.
Oh, when her little chubby cheeks, you just want to squeeze them.
Yeah, she's so dang cute.
And her and Piper are preemie buddies.
That's what Jessie says. Yeah.
No, I'm like, oh, cool. I guess she didn't want you to feel alone in the family.
So I consider them like extended family. I don't know. Angelique, Brent,
Oh, yeah.
the Stevens. They're actually Maxwell's second family.
Yeah, I'm like, they're Maxwell's second family, but they
He,
really
like, grew up with them, but Angelique watched Piper for a year?
A year? Yeah, at least.
In the beginning while I worked and stuff.
Yeah, about a year.
But so they've always been awesome, and they took her, and
they just fell in love with Piper too.
their
Like,
grandkids were over there and hanging out with Piper, and it was so cute.
people would just walk up to us at stores. Oh, hi, Piper. And we're like, who the hell are you? And why are you talking to my
I
child?
know.
What is going on? Who are you? Oh, well, we know Angelique and so, and we go over there and hang out with them. So we know Piper. We hang out with Piper. And I'm like, my kid has more. She knows more people than I do.
I know.
Are you, what this shit is going
It's
on
true.
right now?
It's
Like,
crazy.
she's the rock star. We're the entourage.
100%.
But
Yeah, she definitely knows way more people.
The Connors are. Is it the
Stevens.
The Connors. Wow. The
Nope.
Connors.
Nope.
The Connors.
You're,
not the Connors.
you're
No.
thinking of the TV show.
Yeah, I was like,
Nope.
going back to Roseanne. No, they're good people.
They're great people. So,
Piper made an awesome little dog friend over there with Precious.
oh my gosh. They had
this
a
giant
pit bull they rescued, and this dog mothered Piper. Like, if she was upset and sitting in her little rocking chair on the floor, she would sit by her feet so Piper could push on her and rock herself.
Or put her big, giant, snuggle face head in her lap and just let Piper do whatever.
I know.
Knew damn well, like, Piper does not have control of her arm. Well, she does, but limited control.
Yeah.
And slap this dog in the face and the nose and the ear, whatever, and just love on her. And because Piper enjoyed it and was getting enjoyment out of it. So Precious let her.
Yeah. Angelique would tell me if Piper was giving her a hard time about medicine, because this is back when Piper took everything by mouth. She'd just wait a minute and Precious would walk over and she would like nudge Piper, like, you need to do this. And then next thing you know, Piper would take her medicine for Angelique, and the stories are just
I used to drop
so
her
damn
off
adorable
when I would go to work, because Alicia was going to work earlier than I was at the time. And so I dropped her off before I'd go to work, and like getting her out of the car, Piper knew, like, you know, who are we going to see? Who are we going to see? And she'd just start kicking her feet, and you know, I mean, I'd already been up for probably, you know, an hour and a half, but she was excited. She knew where she was going, and she loved being there.
Yep.
She did. Because honestly, Piper may not be able to talk, but she's pretty good at like giving
you can
off.
Tell.
She's pretty good about giving off body language. And
yeah.
When she knows where she's going, she gets excited. She does it when we go to your mom and dad's. She does it when we go to my mom's. Like,
you can ask her, do you want to go see this person? And she will just light up. She knows exactly what you're saying.
Yep. Do you want to go see Nana? Oh, hell yeah. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's go. When my mom came and saw her yesterday, and I told her, Nana's going to come see you. And she kind of looked over at me, and I said, yeah, Nana's going to come see you. She said she's going to come see you. She's going to stop and pick up something and see Mom, and then she's going to come see you. And she kind of smiled, and, you know, we were hanging out on the floor, and I had already unlocked the door, so my mom just came in, and Piper, and she lit up, just laying there on the floor. As soon as she heard my mom's voice, she just lit up. And so it's like, oh yeah,
she knows. So, you know, I have great parents. I've probably said that before.
I'm pretty sure we've mentioned it many a time,
probably millions of times, because I really do.
Because let's be honest, our support group as a whole
is phenomenal.
Awesome.
Yeah. So for Christmas,
yes,
2018.
Was it 18?
Yeah.
Or 19?
18.
It is 18.
We showed up for Christmas like we do at my parents' house, and there was a van sitting in the driveway that said to Piper. And it was a wheelchair accessible van. It has a ramp that comes down. We could just push her right into it in her wheelchair and strap her in. And
because she was starting to get very difficult to get in and out
hard.
Of a car seat. Out of, you know,
Can we? Yes, we can. But do we want to? Not really.
Especially when your child's like all legs.
She really is.
She is
the longest legs.
The longest legs ever. And you pick her up, and sometimes I feel bad because, like, I'll pick her up and I'll go to move, and like her poor knee will hit a chair, and I'm like, I'm sorry, kid. Like, I thought I was clear, but you clearly are hanging down. Like,
I know.
I'm only 5'8". Like,
We're worried she's going to outgrow you.
if she gets your side of the family genes,
shit.
then yeah.
We in trouble.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, she gets my genes, that's cool, whatever. I'm like 5'2", 5'3". Like, the women in my side of the family are small.
5'2"'s good.
Look at my mom. My mom's
5'2"'s
only
good.
like 5'2", 5'3", something like that. 5'5". I don't know.
I have no idea.
But I've got my Aunt Brenda was 4'10", 4'11". My cousin Amanda is like 4'11". My cousin Nick.
Okay, well, Brenda doesn't have anything to do with your genetics, though.
No, that's true. But my Uncle Ron, oh no. Not as he. Anyway.
Anyways, so yes, my parents did help get a wheelchair van.
We love this thing.
Love it. It's amazing.
It is. Oh.
And we will run it into the ground because wheelchair vans, if you don't know, are expensive.
The tires will have to come off this van while we're driving it.
We just are so grateful that we have. I mean, and this isn't a brand new.
This is not a brand new van.
This is they knew somebody and
they did.
But whatever, they still did it, and it's amazing, and I'm grateful every day for it because it's
100%
phenomenal.
Because we are one day, it's.
We'll need to buy a new one.
Yep, it's gonna go to ADA van heaven. We're gonna have to move on, and
yeah.
I'm worried.
I know.
It makes me nervous.
I know.
It's because
they're expensive.
So expensive.
But it's a necessity.
It is. You got to have it. And you know what? Insurances don't give two shits, even though it's a necessity.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not. They'll fight you tooth and nail for it. But I'm not gonna get into that.
Yes, agreed. Let's not. But thank you.
Squirrel.
So I mean, we covered most of my stuff about my family, and so maybe you should talk about your family. What's going on over there?
Yeah. So my family story is a little different, but my immediate family would be my mom and my brother Zach. And growing up, I have a sister. I have a half sister. She lives in California. But growing up, it was just me, my mom, and my brother, and we had a pretty small family. Like Alicia's family is always tight knit and doing family vacations, and like we didn't do any of that stuff growing up. Like, so when I met Alisha, and we're so close knit with my aunts and my uncles and my cousins, and I'm like, I haven't seen some of my cousins in like 10 years.
The rule is, listen, buddy, I'm close with my family, so either get along with them or you can go away because we close.
Yeah, and your family was always very non-judgmental, very accepting. All of them, everybody. Wolf, Debbie, Becca, JJ, Dallas. I mean, everybody, your whole family, your mom, your dad, everybody's very non-judgmental, very open-minded, very kind, and blew me away. Like, coming from not that and then kind of joining it just kind of almost shell-shocked me. Like, you guys go on family vacation? Like, you guys don't want to really kill each other in the middle of the night, like in your sleeps? Like, seriously?
I mean, we're a family. Of course, there's times you look at somebody and you're like, listen, I'm going to throat punch you if you don't shut up.
There was times I probably could have killed my stepfather in his sleep.
So that's a whole different story.
But
let's just be honest.
Yeah.
But we love each other and we support each other, and it's great.
Yeah, but he's not in the picture anymore. Stepdad's not in the picture anymore. My mom has a new honey, and I got...
you said honey. Sorry, that's a thing.
It is. It's a thing, and there's a reason I said that, but my mom has a new honey. That's what she calls her boyfriend, husband, common law, whatever you want to call it. They've been together for a long time, like 10 years. So we call him Papa Joe.
It is Papa Joe.
Yeah, we call him Papa Joe. And I got some more brothers when my mom started dating Joe. And it's been awesome. Like my poor mom, she ended up with all boys.
Oh my, she really did.
She did. She ended up with all boys. All she wanted
was a girl, and she still got boys.
That's all she got.
3 more of them.
Yep. So Joe came into the picture, and he's Papa Joe to Piper. And she knows who Papa Joe is. She loves Papa Joe. Mm-hmm. And then Joe brings along with him my 3 stepbrothers, Tim, Jacob, and Johnny. Mm-hmm. Tim being the oldest. Tim and I are pretty close.
Is Tim oldest?
Yeah, Tim's the oldest.
Oh, he is. Sometimes I can't.
I know. I'm like, you're like, wait a minute, what? Because Johnny's so big. Johnny's like Zach. Johnny's just so big. It's hard to look at him and be like, you're younger than Tim, because Tim's smaller than me.
Yeah, I think that's the problem.
That's what it is.
Tim is,
and because Jacob is
because
like
and technically they're half brothers.
Yes.
So Tim and Jacob are half brothers.
Yes.
Right. Okay, and Johnny's technically not blood related. But we consider him family, and he's family.
Yeah,
you know, that's not just technicality wise.
Yeah, it's all pish posh, whatever. And I love my brothers. You know, me and Tim, and we get along, I would say, really well. Same with Johnny and Jacob. But, you know, I'm the oldest, getting ready to be 36 this year. Tim and Zach being next. I think they're both 25. How old are you?
How old are you, Maxwell?
27.
Okay, so they're 26.
26?
They're 26, getting ready to be 27, because Maxwell's like almost a year older than them because of how his birthday falls.
So they're going to be 27, because then he's going to be 28.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And, you know, when my brother Tim joined the Marines and stuff, like, he loved seeing pictures of Piper.
He is so sweet.
He is.
Like, Tim, I love Tim so much.
Like,
I just love Tim so much.
And my mom told me, like, when one of his factors, like, when he finally decided, was like, well, I gotta fight for the people I love, for people like Piper that can't do it. And when my mom told me that, I was just like, dude, you're killing me right now, man. Are you kidding? Seriously?
He's so sweet.
He is such a sweet guy, and he just loves Piper, and he gets her gifts, and every single year on Christmas for the last 4 years?
All of them.
I was going to say pretty much every year. He kills it on Christmas. Usually Piper's favorite toy comes from Uncle Tim.
Yeah.
Bottom line, hands down. Like, it don't matter what anybody else gets her. The toy that Uncle Tim gets her is the one she likes to play with the most. He always does good. He crushed it. Even this year, I saw it before Christmas, and I was like, shit, man, I want to play with this thing. Like, this is cool. It's got had a little turntable on it and stuff.
And she loves it.
And she loves it. She does. And it's I wouldn't say that he loves her the most out of all my brothers, but I think he openly shows it the easiest.
His affection for Piper.
Because, you know, Johnny says hi to her, Jacob says hi to her, Zach says hi to her, you know, and they all love her.
Johnny always checks in with your mom, asks how she is. Yep. And Johnny has his own health issues he's dealing with. We won't go into it.
It's breaks my heart.
It's terrible. We love him. He's amazing. And he does. He always still asks about Piper. How is Piper? How is she doing?
He's a very selfless individual. And it is. He's also... And it just breaks my heart because, you know, for me, they're my brothers, and I look at them as it doesn't matter when they turn 30, 35, they're still going to be kids to me because, you know,
they're younger than you.
They're younger than me. And it's like, they're all good kids.
Yeah.
Every fucking one of them.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I think for my brother Zach, though, I think he had maybe an image in his head on what it was going to be like for us having kids.
Didn't we all?
Exactly. But I don't think, you know, because
it was harder for him to process.
I think it was harder for him to process, and he didn't. I don't think he knew how to.
Yeah, it was scary and unknown.
It is. It is. It was scary, and he lost a nephew.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, everybody lost someone when Caleb passed, and then to see his niece struggle, and to see his brother and his sister-in-law, you know, going through so much pain, and it was probably a lot for him.
I get that.
And, you know, I can't blame the guy. Everybody deals with shit in their own way. But I know that he loves Piper. I've seen him show her affection. But, you know, again, he's my brother. We're not the most open about feelings.
Yes, you are. Just not the feelings that you don't want to share.
I guess
anger is a feeling. Guess what?
But yeah, like he still comes over, you know, like if she's at my mom's house and he's there, like he'll come over and say, you know, hey Peanut, how are you doing? And stuff like that. And my mom, she loves going and seeing my mom. My mom came, like I said earlier, she came over hung out with Piper for a few hours.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as my mom walked through the door and started like, Piper, where's Piper be? She just lit the fuck up.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Like because she knows.
Yeah.
My mom is 110% totally engaged in Piper from the moment her and Piper get together.
Yes.
So, and Piper knows it. So she's like,
and
Nana.
she is definitely like 100,000,000% like what you envision for a grandma.
Oh.
She was like, I am going to spoil you. I'm going to do all these things. You are my number one priority. I do not care what your parents think. And this is how this is like.
Yeah.
She is like 100% grandma.
Yeah.
Like,
I had to tell her to reel it in. Like, Mom, I have rules for a reason.
well, sometimes you just got to tell people to reel it in.
Yeah, you know, because but I'm grandma, and I'm like, I don't care, I'm dad, and if I tell you not to do this, it's for a reason.
Great. I love that you're grandma, and she loves you, and you love her,
so much,
and it's amazing.
But you don't get to trump me. I'm saying this for a reason.
I love their
But
relationship.
She loves my mom.
Yeah,
Um,
it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
And you know, with COVID and Piper's health just being up and down, my mom has a lot of foot traffic in the house with, you know, 4 boys. And yeah, so it was just kind of like, Mom, one person's sick and then the whole house gets sick. And then
we definitely had to take a step back from that for a while.
It was just like, you've just got too much foot traffic. I'm so sorry. And so now my mom's like, you fuckers get out of here. You got a cold, get out of here. Get away from me. Like, I can't go and see Piper because, you know. And she already has a hard time with her fibromyalgia. Yeah. She already feels like she's getting robbed. So between your
mom and Piper's need, like.
Because my mom can't, like, Piper's pushing damn near 50 pounds. I'm like.
Guess what? My mom can't lift her either, okay?
Yeah, I was going to say, she's half my mom's weight.
Which is just funny because I always look at my mom and she, you know, she's getting older in age as people do.
But your mom looks very good and fit.
I don't think about that. This is one of those things when you're like, I don't think about it. And then my mom's like, guess what? I'm this many years old. Like, unfortunately, I'm just getting up there. And I'm like,
I know. She said it the other day and I was like, what? Yeah, she did. I was like,
huh? No, you're not.
When the fuck did that? Yeah,
you're
I'm like,
young and
when
you're
the
like,
fuck did that happen? And I think what it is because it's true what they say. Like, you get stuck like in your generation.
Yeah, man.
Like, we got together. You and I were 19, 20, like early.
Gosh.
So for me, like, that's how I see your mom. That's how I see your dad. Like
that many years ago.
Yeah, that many, almost 17 years ago. So when she popped off with that number, it was just like, all right, wait, what? And then I started thinking about my mom and I'm like, holy shit, really? No wonder, you know, like, man, there's days where I'm struggling to pick up Piper. That's why, like, my mom, it just, she wants to just love on her and hold her and pick her up and stuff.
But she's getting so big.
And now that Piper, when she gets excited, she likes to throw herself around. She throws her head back. She flails her arms. She kicks her legs.
That's probably my bad.
It's totally fine because that's what we've taught her. Like, you're excited, express it. We want to know.
You know, you teach them bad things, and then when they get bigger, you're like, oh
shit, I didn't think about that. You know, it was fine when you were only like 12 pounds. Now you're 50, and oh my goodness. Like the other day, we were playing on the couch, me and Piper, and Alisha was on the couch also. And Alisha was getting ready to say something to me, and all of a sudden, slap, like full on.
Oh my gosh.
Just like, I can't even describe, like, open palm, slap across the face, shut your grandma up smack. That's what she gave me. And Alisha just looked at me and she's like, oh my God.
Okay, so I didn't see it. I wasn't looking at Jesse, but I heard it. And it is exactly everything. You didn't have to tell me what it was. Like, it was an open hand slap right across his face. And it's not intentional. I mean, it could be intentional to get his attention, but not intentional.
I think she was maybe trying to, like, reach for my face, like, but being spastic.
100%. The sound, it was everything. You knew, like, exactly
imagine the
what
best
happened.
Slap sound you've ever seen in a movie. Like, full on. Like, that's what it was. Just slap.
Oh, man.
And she knew exactly what had happened because she started laughing her ass off.
So hard,
full on, because I was like, oh, like, wow, like it stunned me. It shut me up, man.
I
Like,
laughed so
oh
hard.
my- and I thought Alisha was going to pee her pants.
Oh my God.
She
It
was laughing so hard.
Again,
it was,
I didn't even see it, but the sound alone just told you.
And I'm sure the look on my
everything.
face when you turned around and looked at me, like just,
The fact that he didn't have a handprint was amazing.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It was good.
Whew.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
But, she gets excited and she flails and she throws.
She does.
And it's kind of, it even like you said, even for your mom, it's starting to get hard because she's getting so big.
Yeah, she just is. She's just growing and she's getting
Which
so
is
tall.
great.
And she's,
We're happy about that.
yeah, no, it's amazing. But
it's just making things a little difficult.
yeah. So.
Like pretty soon you go to pick her up and I feel like I'm going to be dragging her feet on the ground. Like, because she's just all legs, man. She's so tall.
I know.
Like I picked her up from the floor today to put her in her high chair and it was just like, oh.
I know. I cradle her a lot now because it's a lot easier because all the weight's in. So that's typically how I hold her now is I cradle her because it's just easier to hold her legs up and her back.
And like her torso, under like her shoulders.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is a thing.
And I keep telling her, like, you're getting so tall.
Yeah.
You're just getting so tall.
So tall. So yeah, we just kind of wanted to like talk about our family dynamic, how everyone fits, which this isn't everybody. Because
No.
I have a pretty...
You have a very extended family.
I do have an extended family. Like I just went over and saw my cousin the other day and she's amazing and everybody's amazing. Okay. I saw my aunts there and just... I just feel
you have
very fortunate.
Yeah, you have a very nice family. Everyone that I have met in your family has been very nice, has been very welcoming.
Yeah.
And, your cousins, your uncles.
So I did not cover everybody who's been a part of our lives. I'm sorry if you listen to this and you feel like I left you out. I love you. I promise you are all amazing. I love my whole family, my extended family, all my cousins, all my aunts. They're all amazing and they're fantastic. And I couldn't ask for a better family.
Yes, I agree. Even though a lot of my extended family is out of state, I still love my family also. And again, if you are not mentioned, please do not take it personally. It is not meant like that.
I do not have enough time to label to name everybody. There's too much.
Along with our family, we love everybody that takes the time to listen to our podcast. We appreciate it. We love you. And
100%.
we hope that you'll come and check us out on our next episode.
Thanks for listening.
We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
You